Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to J is for Justice. My name is Jay, and I'm rolling on my headphone cord. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. We try to bring you true crime with no BS, facts only. So welcome. If you guys have been watching my videos, I appreciate it. This case is really one of those cases I just can't shake. Kind of like when I covered Summer Wells. I just couldn't shake it. Something isn't right. And obviously we know some things aren't right based on the outcome of the case, but it just feels like there's more. So before we get into today's live, we are going to be talking about the Madeline Soto case. I understand there are other videos out there. There are other creators covering this case. I understand there's other creators doing interviews and the like. However, I'm not in the loop on that, so we're not going to be talking about that today. Today we're going to be talking about the latest. We're going to be going over Stephans Charges. We're going to read the exact statute. It's very, very disturbing, and we're going to follow this thing through to the end. I do have a slideshow going up. I found a new photo of Madeline out on this bridge, and it looks like she's wearing someone else's hoodie, and it looks like the same freaking hoodie that Stephan was wearing in the interview. Another thing in the photos there, the RBS, I looked up that company. It's a construction company. So I'm not sure if one of her family members works there or what. But I want to welcome everybody into chat. We also have some Bodycam of Lori Vallow we're going to watch at the end of the live. So welcome in, everybody. Hey, moderators. Thank you for being here. We got Punani in the house. Wow. Meg P. Hello. Good afternoon, Birdie, Lisa, Northern Beans. Hey, Shell. Good to see you. Hope your ankle's feeling better. Olive juice. Olive. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. We have no word on the autopsy yet, Granny. But I figured what we would do is run through the new information that I found. And, hey, Baby D. Run through the information that I found, and then we could maybe take some of your comments or maybe open up the phone lines and take some of your calls. Baby D. Welcome, Blissful. Hey, Cheryl. Just to give you guys a rundown, I made a post on all the socials about what's coming up this week. We have James Crumbly jury selection starts tomorrow. I have called the Oakland County Circuit Court, the clerk of Judge Matthews. I called. I left a voicemail. She said, you can use that number to text. I sent a text. I also sent an email. I have yet to hear back if Judge Matthews is going to have her Zoom on for jury selection. In the case of Letitia Stout, we did get to listen to jury selection, I believe. I think that was one of them. So it's still yet to be seen if we are live with it. I'll definitely stream the jury selection. Punani, thank you for gifting 5 memberships.
My niggas wife me once they get that good punani.
Thank you. Island says the studio's looking hot. Thanks. This is Studio J. I'm coming at you live from Clearwater, Florida. Yes, Bino, we're going to get to all that. Was it Stauk? Okay, so Stauk, we got to listen to jury selection. So if we can stream that tomorrow, if it's going to be on, I'll definitely be starting because we're going to be covering James Crumbley's trial beginning to end. Good to see you guys. Good to see you, Mystic. Odds, what's up? So who are all the new members? Who just got new memberships? Let's see. We got Odds, born in the 60s. Hey, girl. Kaylee, my 3 sons. Welcome, guys. And thanks again, Punani. That's so generous when people give memberships because now you have access to our Discord. So we always continue these conversations in Discord. There's always people throwing in new updates and things like that. So if you're a member of our Discord, you won't miss a thing. Daytona, it's bike week. Vroom, vroom. Yes, Amy, same judge for James. So we're going to get more Judge Matthews. No Shannon, thank God. But I do have an update to tell you guys about real quick on James Crumbley.
Ooh, that will scare somebody.
He still wants, he didn't get it. He wants a copy for free of Jennifer's trial transcripts. He wants it for free. He says he's indigent. He can't afford it. And what else came out in that filing is that James Crumbley hasn't paid his lawyer since they sold the house. So Muriel, I can't remember her last name, Lemmingway, whatever her name is. Muriel is not getting paid and hasn't gotten paid since they sold their home.
Bring it all in.
So I have a feeling that James' trial is going to be a lot more eventful than Jennifer's. So what they're allowing in on his is actually the previous gun owner of the 6 hour that Ethan used in the shooting. That person's going to testify. So let's get into today's live, shall we? If you guys haven't hit that like button, go ahead and hit it now. And just another reminder, too, the On Air with Jay is for Justice podcast, I dropped episode 3 of the Watts timeline. Every Sunday, there's a new one. So anywhere you can listen to a podcast, check it out. I put a lot of work into it, so I hope you enjoy it. All righty. Our first thing is going to be from Fox 35 Orlando. This was just updated today. Or no, this isn't the new one, but this is about the memorials. So there's memorials set up around where Madeline was found. So we're going to watch this video real quick. After this Intuit TurboTax commercial. Hello, random player. Hello, Myron. Hello, Angie B. Good to see y'all.
Right now on the Fox 35 News at 10, mourning Maddie. Support continues to pour in for 13-year-old Maddie Soto after her body was found yesterday in Osceola County. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Manny Martinez. We have team coverage again tonight from the courtroom to a memorial. And it's Fox 35's Stephanie Bafmanti that leads us off from where investigators found Maddie's body.
Residents set up this memorial along the road near where Maddie was found. I spoke with people who brought flowers here who say they never met Maddie, but were heartbroken to hear of her loss.
I don't even know the girl. I'm getting choked up, but it's just sad that it happened. She didn't deserve that.
Flowers, stuffed animals, and rosaries, all for Madeline Soto. Many in the community were shaken to hear of the 13-year-old's death, especially when her body was recovered in their neighborhood.
I felt devastated. I felt like it was something so messed up and nobody should ever go through that.
Do you know how hard it is to watch kids process what happened to another kid?
The Osceola County Sheriff's Office says a tip led law enforcement to her body off Hickory Tree Road Friday afternoon. Jason Garcia used to ride past there on the way to school.
It was definitely heartbreaking because it's like, you know, it's close by home. And when I actually saw where she was basically found, I was like, wow. Like, I used to take the bus every single morning and throughout this area, so it was something that, you know, just broke my heart.
Madeline was found in a very rural part of Osceola County, only a few homes on this stretch of Hickory Tree Road. Deputies believe Maddie's mom's boyfriend, Stephan Sterns, moved her body and is the prime suspect in her death. And that's what so many find so hard to stomach.
Nobody should be killed and thrown in the middle of nowhere.
It's something that shouldn't happen to no child out there, and it's like, you know, why? Like, someone that could have a bright future.
Sterns, who is now behind bars, was last seen driving a silver 2010 Lincoln MKZ Monday afternoon between 1 and 2:30 on Old Hickory Tree Road and Nolte Road, which is near where her body was found. This man's family member caught a car driving past their home Monday afternoon on a home security camera that matched when and where Sterns was driving. He gave it to Kissimmee PD.
I believe the Kissimmee Police Department is going to make sure they have all the solid evidence that they can get to make sure that this man stays behind bars.
If you have any tips that may help this investigation.
So that's the man who actually turned in the camera footage of this Stephan walking by. Yes, she did actually change her Facebook name to Sailor Coda. I have no idea what Sailor Coda means. But Birdie, I think you're right. I think that's the tip that they got right after that press conference. Thank you for joining, Keiko. There was people that saw them changing a flat tire, I believe, too. How did he have video? I think he lives right there. Yeah, what I Googled Sailor Coda and I was like, that's weird. Maybe dogs' names? Hello, Swiffer Duster? Could it be maybe her dog's names? I'm sure she's getting tons of hate. Hey, Sparkcraft. So that's the guy who lives where the body was found. So the next tab I'm going to show you is Stephan Sterns, and you may have already seen this, but I haven't seen it. This is his condo in Windemere. Now, Windemere is a big, huge development in Orlando, right outside of Orlando, Kissimmee. Actually, Tiger Woods lives in Windemere, or he used to. But this is a condo, a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath condo. That's 1,500 square feet, and it's $385,000 worth that right now. So let's look at these photos. I haven't looked at this yet. So I'm not quite sure how he had his own place, if he still had it, if he was still living here. I don't know. I can't seem to find anything about that. Because I assumed they lived together, but then I heard he had this condo, and I found this address associated with him. Florida has the death penalty, yes. Hi, Scott H. Rebby says, people stop blaming the mom. My gosh. Well, I'm not actually blaming the mom. I'm actually questioning what she knew because the story's not adding up, right? And when the story doesn't add up, there's usually a reason. So Florida just recently passed a law that if you murder a child under 12 and under, you get the death penalty. Don't you think it's weird that this happened right after she turned 13? You think you stayed back there? Is it a timeshare? It could be. There could be timeshares in here. It's right near. Here, I'll show it on the map. It's right near all the parks and stuff, so I bet you did. It's a lot of timeshares in these condos. Right, and plus, whether, I mean, I understand she's facing the ultimate loss, right? The ultimate loss. But we're responsible as parents for our kids. I mean, it's the exact same reason. Look how nice it is in Windemere. And then you've got this creepo living in here. You know, these people that live in here think that their community's safe because it's picture perfect, right? It's like walking into what was that show? Desperate Housewives. I mean, manicured lawns, the whole lot. Yeah, Jennifer, I just thought of that too. Yeah, the one strike you're out, Heavenly. How are you, Heavenly? Yeah, it's not cheap to live there. So I don't know where he was getting his money. I have a lot of deep concerns for what this guy was doing. I don't like the Disney connections. I don't like that he had pornography on his phone. I don't like any of this. Wisteria Lane. That's what I don't like. And I don't like, where was he getting his money from? Was he mooching off her? If not, how did he afford to live in these condos? You know? Rebby says, I had no idea my ex-husband was essaying our two daughters till a couple years after I divorced him. Right, but, and I'm really sorry that happened to you, but if one of your kids would have went missing, wouldn't you maybe cued in on something? I'm so sorry for everybody who's experienced any type of abuse. No child should have their innocence ripped away like that. It's disgusting. And I'm totally here for Madeline. I'm not here for her mom. I'm here for Madeline. His parents are in real estate. I saw that, and his dad lives in Northport, but his house is nothing to be write home about. And he also has horrible reviews as a realtor. So I don't know how realtor his dad really is. They're very sneaky and manipulative. I'm not blaming the mom either, but I'm not here for her. I'm here to find out what happened to this girl, right? I'm here to find out what happened to this girl. So, all right, the next thing we're going to do is look at his booking, and we're going to look at these charges. So right now, they haven't added any more charges. There's 3. And we're going to read the statutes of that. So the first one is this sexual battery custodian victim 12 to 17. But if you look down here, it says under 12. They got him. They charged him with under 12 and 12 to 17. And we should all be concerned with what the mother knew because we need to do better. So if we just sweep it under the rug and go, oh, poor mom, which poor mom, she's going to grieve her daughter for the rest of her life. But poor Madeline, right? Who obviously didn't feel comfortable going to her mom for whatever reason. Yeah, please don't take anything personal. None of this is personal, but I'm here for Madeline. I'm here for justice for Madeline from creeps like this. And as mothers, we have to do our best and our due diligence to do better, to be better, to not, I mean, people like this that rape little kids. There's signs there. We need to learn the signs. We have to learn the signs. When your boyfriend likes to spend more time with your daughter than you, that might be a sign. And plus, someone made an example of their husband. That's the dad. That's a totally different situation, in my opinion, because this guy wasn't her dad. He wasn't even her stepdad. He didn't even marry her mother. He was just there. Had his own place, didn't have his own place. I mean, we just have to do better. Exactly, jammers. Have conversations that are uncomfortable. Talk to your kids. Don't side with the man. Listen to your kids, right? Okay, so let's look at these statutes. The first one is 7940118B. Okay. Thank you, Buff. 7940118B. Okay, so here it is, sexual battery. Then we go down to number 8, and this is what this son of a bitch is being charged with. 8B. Here we go. Number 8. Without regard to the willingness or consent of the victim, which is not a defense to prosecution under the subsection, a person who is in a position of familial or custodial authority to a person less than 18 years of age and who, B, engages in any act with that person while the person is 12 years of age or older, but younger than 18, which constitutes sexual battery, commits a felony of the first degree, punishable by a term of years not exceeding life. Then we go to this other one that is 8C, and it is engages in any act with that person while the person is less than 12 years of age, which constitutes sexual battery, or in an attempt to commit sexual battery, injures the sexual organs of such person, commits a capital or life felony, punishable pursuant to subsection 2. And I get lightheaded when I even read that. Injures the sexual organs? Mike Sanner, thank you for gifting some memberships there, buddy. Thank you. Welcome, new members. Michael Mahone is one of them. I'm just, it's so sick. It's hard to even read it, dude. Like, I can hardly do it, but this is the actual law. These are the statutes that have had to be put in place because that's what these sick fuckers do to children. And I'm just sick of it. So we've got one more charge. No murder yet. I'm frozen? Am I? Can you still hear me? Hello, hello. My camera froze. Let's unplug doggy cam. There's no dog in it anyways. Let me unfreeze myself. I'll be back in 1 second. Wait for it. You don't hold a ta-da! My camera's been freezing up lately, guys. I have an older Mac Mini, and it's just not. It's not liking my streaming habits. Yeah, my camera froze. All right, I'm back. Okay, so the last one is 827.071-5A. sexual performance by a child, child pornography. So it was 5A. Let's go down to 5. Okay, here we go. This is going to make you sick. 5A says it is unlawful for any person to knowingly possess, control, or intentionally view a photograph, motion picture, exhibition, show, representation, image, data, computer depiction, or other presentation which, in whole or in part, he or she knows to include child pornography. The possession, control, or intentional viewing of such photograph, and then it lists all those things again, or other presentation includes child pornography depicting more than one child, then each such child in each such photograph, motion picture, exhibition, etc., that is knowingly possessed, controlled, or intentionally viewed is a separate offense. A person who violates this paragraph commits a felony of the 3rd degree. So are we to assume this was one person? Because they said if there's more than one child, then you get another charge. He has one. So are we to assume the only, at that time, photos they found were of Madeline Soto? It's awful. So the next thing I want to do is I want to go back to their interviews that they did together. And I want to watch those again. And I want to really watch those because this is going to save me, because now we've got trials coming up this week and all kinds of stuff going on. This is going to save me from making 10 videos. You guys letting me walk through all of this today. So I appreciate your patience. I'm going to get through as much as I can, because there is so much to talk about. So let me get those interviews. We're going to watch the one of him and her. Again, we're going to watch her, and then we're going to watch him, and we're really going to analyze his ass. I don't think it was his first time either. That's why he did the reset of the phone. So if that, I mean, this guy's an idiot. This guy is not smart. He's an idiot. He's a scum. He's a creep. He's all of the above, and he definitely is not smart. So the reason why his ass said that she was sleeping was because he knew that she was slumped over in that vehicle dead. He knew it. He knew it. And I'm not going to bash the mom, but I want to know what the hell's going on, you know? Your daughter's found in the woods. You say, oh, I don't think they're going to find anything in the woods. Why do you think they're not going to find anything? Or was it just wishful thinking? Because she also said, well, I'm just staying at home hoping that she just shows up. I'm hoping she just shows up. She just appears. I hope she just appears. But then the reporter says, hey, well, does she know how to get home? She says, no. She doesn't know her full address. Kendi, those stats are alarming. Those stats are alarming. Okay, let's watch mom first. I'm probably going to make this bigger on the screen so we can really, when we get to him, so we can really, I really want to analyze his body language, because you know how you try to see if people are smiling or not? He has like the smallest little slit of an alien mouth that you can't tell when he smiles or not. He's got all this beard hair. He is just disgusting.
So the first question is if I can have your first, your last name, and spell them both out for me.
Okay. Jennifer Soto, Jenniffer Soto.
Mother.
Mother.
Jennifer, tell me how you feeling right now.
I feel like I can't breathe. All I keep thinking about is, where is she? Is she safe? Is she okay? But we're all a wreck. My entire family is a mess. We're just so worried.
When did you first realize, or when did you file a missing report?
We filed a missing report. We called the police at like 4:45 yesterday, 4:45 p.m. But she actually went missing early that morning, around between 8:45 and 9 o'clock in the morning. She went missing. We had dropped her off close to the school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way. Sorry. That should be it. Sorry about that. We dropped her off at school, close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way.
We dropped her off at close to school. She's lying for him. She's been fed this story. I guarantee you she was fed this story.
That should be it. Sorry about that. We dropped her off at school, close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way. I'm not sure what I'm allowed to share.
You share whatever you feel comfortable sharing. I know you had conversations with detectives. Not sure what that conversation is, but whichever you feel comfortable sharing, that will put the awareness out there.
Yeah, she was spotted walking by the church, by the middle school, on the cameras. They saw her hang out in the parking lot for a little bit and then get up and leave. They didn't see a vehicle or anything else. They just saw her walk away.
Get up. Okay, this is what I don't understand. They saw her get up and leave? Get up and leave? What do you mean get up? Get up from where? So you dropped her off at the, she says that we dropped her off. She walked to the church, hung out there. Who the fuck is going to be at the church an hour before middle school? Nobody. Who's going to be there? Nobody. Oh, it was grainy footage. Where is she getting this info from?
Around 9 a.m., heading towards the house. They just saw her walk away. Around 9 a.m., heading towards the school, but she never made it. Yeah.
What has the school said? Have you been in contact with the school?
Yes, that they're doing everything they can. They've given me all their resources. The principals called me. They've looked at their cameras. I don't think they've caught anything on the cameras that's too far away from the sidewalk. Everything is too grainy, so they can't see specific faces. But they've looked. I'm just waiting to hear anything else from them.
Is this normal behavior?
Not at all.
To just not show up or call or text or anything?
Not at all, no. She, from time to time, she will leave her cell phone at home accidentally, and that's actually what happened yesterday. She left her phone at home. She went to school. But that happens from time to time. She's got ADHD.
But she said before that when she got home that night, she didn't have her laptop or her phone and had no conversations and made no plans with anyone. Why hasn't Stephan been charged with murder? And when your teenager's missing, you don't say negative things about them. You're going to talk about all the glorious things. This child's missing. You're going to think of every positive thing that you can think of about your kid. Oh my God, she's so creative. She loves flowers. Her favorite is this. We get none of that. We get none of that. We get, oh, she's forgetful. She's ADHD. I'm sorry. There's something wrong.
Her memory, she's very forgetful. So yeah, there's no way to track her right now because the detectives now have her phone. But this isn't.
The detectives have her phone and then she starts shaking again. So the sheriff of Orange County said that they found things in Madison's phone that helped them in their investigation. Did you hear what I said? Watch her. She's not shaking. Then she mentions the phone. She starts shaking again.
But that happens from time to time. She's got ADHD. Her memory, she's very forgetful.
Why is that funny? That's fucking funny? Dude, your daughter's missing and that phone could save her life. But it's funny that she's forgetful? I mean, come on. You guys can't seriously be buying this. You can't be buying this right now. And I am very careful. I am very careful. And she's not concerned because that phone could have saved her life, right? If she's missing, she doesn't know her address. Right? That phone would be her lifeline at this point, and she's laughing because she doesn't have it.
The time she will leave her cell phone at home accidentally, and that's actually what happened yesterday. She left her phone at home. She went to school. But that happens from time to time. She's got ADHD. Her memory, she's very.
Oh, her memory. I wonder if she used ADHD and other diagnoses to explain away Maddie's behaviors. Did Maddie really have ADHD or was she going through trauma? Was she being abused in her own home? I mean, the poor girl has dark circles around her eyes. It looks like she hasn't slept in weeks. I can't even talk about this and make my mouth go that big of a smile. And this isn't even my daughter. This is because autism does not mean you have, No, we're not going to throw autism in this mix. No, we're not. She said, oh, one time she had autism, then she had traits. It doesn't work that way. This lady doesn't even know what she's talking about. She laughed at her daughter's poor memory. Oh my God. I can't. I can't even, no, not normal. Sorry. Maybe down the road after you've had time to digest the whole situation. But I think this is completely out of character.
She's very forgetful. So yeah, there's no way to track her right now because I have, well, the detectives now have her phone.
Oh, detectives have it. Shit.
But this isn't normal behavior now.
What was the last thing, I guess, the conversation that you two had, you and your daughter?
We spoke about her birthday party. She had a birthday party on Sunday. She had a great time.
Sounds great.
I couldn't make it because I was working. But she had an amazing time. She was so happy with all her gifts. I told her good night, and yeah, that was it.
That was it.
And yeah, that was it. I wasn't the one who took her to school in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
13.
She knows he did it. Look at her. I am not the one who took her to school that morning. It was my partner. And then she's like, but yeah.
School in the morning. That was my partner. But yeah.
13.
She's 13 years old. Yeah.
Okay, Kayla
Madeline.
Montgomery.
Madeline.
What are you thinking right now?
In my heart, I feel like somebody took her. This isn't like her to just pick up and run away.
Wait a minute.
Or just not go to school.
Pick up and run away? The girl didn't even have her phone with her. What do you mean run away? She's not running away. And just FYI, I think that could have been Stephan that texted on her phone about living in the woods. Fight me. Ironic that that's exactly where she was dumped. In the woods. No 13-year-old girl wants to go live in the woods.
I don't know what to think.
Friends, the friend's parents, you've contacted and went through every single person?
Everyone that we know that she knows, we've contacted them all, reached out to them. The parents have gone out to search and look for her as well.
The parents?
And we haven't come up with anything yet.
I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook.
She didn't even go out and look. But there's other people's parents going out and looking?
Hunters Creek rants and raves and what have you. Did people say that they were going to conduct some type of like search party or anything?
A lot of people have asked me to volunteer, like if there is one, if they can do one.
He brought up Hunters Creek. Isn't that where she was found? And what is she like? Oh, asking him, I don't know what I can share. You can share everything, honey, because the cops haven't shared anything sensitive with you. You could spill it all. As a matter of fact, that's probably why WFTV was there. They probably got their questions from law enforcement.
In my heart, I feel like somebody took her. This isn't like her to just pick up and run away. Or just not go to school. I don't know what to think.
Friend.
I don't know what to think. Yes, you do. You know exactly what to think. Okay, so maybe she didn't know he killed her, but I think she's picking it up. I think she's getting the sign.
I don't know what to think.
Friends, the friend's parents, you've contacted and went through every single person?
Everyone that we know that she knows, we've contacted them all, reached out to them. The parents have gone out to search and look for her as well. And we haven't come up with anything yet.
I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook, Hunters Creek rants and raves and what have you. Did people say that they were going to conduct some type of like search party or anything?
A lot of people have asked me to volunteer, like if there is one, if they can do one. I have people passing out flyers, going to every store in that vicinity, a gas station, church, I think people were being stopped in the street this morning in front of the school to see if they've seen anything, if they've heard anything. My family they're going all out right now. Yeah.
I know as a mother, a lot is going on in your brain.
So much.
To bring her back home. What have the law enforcement told you that you are able to share?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that they're doing the best they can. They've had detectives come out, interview us. They...
Hold on.
Took a piece of her clothing.
Did you hear his question? He's like, what has law enforcement shared with you? That they're doing all they can. And then she just goes on to say that they interviewed them.
That they're doing the best they can. They've had detectives come out, interview us.
But they did.
They took a piece of her clothing for the canine dog to see if they can sniff her out.
Sniff her out of where?
I'm not sure when that's being done.
Do you have any inkling where she possibly could be? Like if you would say, okay, last time I went to work and came back, she was at James' house or Sabrina's house, and maybe I forgot to check that house, or she played at this park one week and maybe she went back there or something like that.
We've looked everywhere we could have thought, and anywhere she would have been. She would have known to wait for me at the school. But we did check if she could have walked. My mom's office is close to the school. We checked there. We checked the walking paths that she could have taken. We've checked all of her friend's house. I think we've checked everywhere I could think of, honestly.
What do you think? Oh gosh, I just had it tip of my tongue. What was she wearing?
She was last seen wearing a green hoodie, black shorts, white Crocs, a black JanSport backpack with gray hibiscus flowers on it.
She's got that memorized.
And you said this is not like her.
Not at all.
To run away, an argument, anything like that to provoke her?
She's never done anything like this, no. And we haven't had any arguments recently to have this outcome.
Wait.
What school?
Wait.
School.
Tom, any questions?
No. She said she's never threatened to run away or anything like that, but she says we haven't had any arguments lately. What was the last part she said, like to warrant this? Or, I mean, I had lots of fights with my mom when I was a teenager. I never ran away.
And you said this is not like her.
Not at all.
To run away, an argument, anything like that to provoke her?
She's never done anything like this, no. And we haven't had any arguments recently to...
Oh, I see. Never mind.
Have this outcome.
I understand.
What school?
Hunters Creek Middle School.
Tom, any questions?
No.
Is there anything that you think our viewers would need to know?
All right, listen to this question. Is there anything that our viewers need to know? And she didn't ask what she was wearing when she last saw her when she went to bed. She didn't answer that. She was last seen in. And it was like verbatim. Did you guys see the original missing persons flyer? Had that exact verbiage on it. What she just said is in the flyer with her phone number. Her phone number. Why not LE? There was nothing on that flyer. I'll find it. But what I want to show you guys first is this screenshot of, because she deleted her Instagram. Not only did she change her Facebook, but she deleted her Insta. And this was her Insta, JENN.SO_. And she shared this missing persons flyer that they made with that exact paragraph, what she was in, the white Crocs, is on this with her phone number only. Her phone number only. And if you see, she's in a picture with Stitch. Yeah, I tried to text her, Ann. I wanted to see if she would do an interview, but I think she's changed her number, or it didn't go through. Was Stephan Stitch? Yeah, I texted her this morning. But it went through green, not blue. I'm always willing to give people an opportunity if they want to talk. But I couldn't get through to her. I mean, she's clearly done interviews, so I don't think that's intrusive at all. Let's finish watching. Okay, so I think we're going to move into Steven now, and I'm going to have to make that bigger. Hold on.
About the way you're feeling, the way the family's feeling, Madeline.
We are desperate for any answers, anything that you could do to help. I'm here for it. Just please, if you see my daughter, just please bring her home. I just hope you're okay, Maddie. I hope you're safe. I hope you're not hurt. I just hope she's okay.
When did you notice that she was missing? Because this was at the beginning of the morning.
She got dropped off in the morning. We did not notice until after school pickup at 4 o'clock when I went to go pick her up, and she wasn't at school.
So we're going in 24 hours now.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing. No word. No text message. No messages anywhere from her. I've looked at all her social medias. I've looked at all her games she could have played with. Any app. No weird conversations. Nothing strange. Everything was conversations with just normal friends or us.
She knows how to get home by herself, as if, like, let's just say, take a bus or an Uber or something like that. She would know how to get home alone, correct?
I'm not sure. I don't know if she would know how to get home. Maybe, I mean, I'm thinking if someone got in the car with her and if she pointed the way, what roads, she probably could figure out how to get, but, like, does she know her full address? I don't think she does.
Which would give me it just puts in my brain that she always comes home with someone.
She always comes home with me.
There's no need for her to really.
She always comes home with me.
Okay. And you said no time? I think that was everything. All right, the first question is if I can get your first and last name and spell them both out for me.
Stephan Sterns, STEPHAN STERNS.
Okay, this is where we're gonna be zooming in now. We're gonna go full screen on him so we can watch his mannerisms because it's very curious. It's very curious. Let's go ahead and I know it's grueling. He is one creepy mofo. But we have to see it big. Okay? It's the only way to figure it out. Because I'm not an investigator. So this is the only way. Here we go.
Stephan, you seem very emotional right now. Explain to us.
I dropped her off. Everything looked fine when I drove away. It's the last time we saw her.
Everything looked fine as I'm already picking him apart. He's already nodding his head no. Everything looked okay when I drove away? No, it didn't. Because he said no. Watch.
You seem very emotional right now. Explain to us.
Yes, I'm emotional. No, she did not seem all right.
Her off.
Watch.
Everything looked fine when I drove away. It's the last time we saw her.
We saw her? It's the last time we saw her? By the way, they edited out her part of her consoling him.
What were the conversations that y'all had in the car when you dropped her off?
Not much. She was asleep for most of the way.
No, she was dead most of the way.
Told her have a good day at school when she got out, and I love her. She said thanks, love you too. That was it.
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
This is not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off.
See, and you can tell when he's lying, okay? Because she's not the type to run off, right? He's telling the truth with that. There's not one teardrop on his shirt. You would see water drops on his shirt.
We don't know where she can be. We're scared. We just want her home.
Are you, in a sense, blaming yourself?
It's hard not to.
Really? I know the guy doesn't have much of a smile. He doesn't have much of a smile because he's nasty. This guy is the nastiest of the nasty. But look at this. Do you blame yourself? It's hard not to. Hang on, I'm going to grab a pop. I am parched. If you slow this down, guys, you see a lot. Okay, sorry about that. I had to turn on the air too. It's really, really hot in here. Sorry about that, guys. Satan in the flesh, absolutely creepy, right?
Creep town, dude.
Why?
I dropped her off early. I could have waited longer. She looked okay. She was walking towards the school when I saw her. It was like any other day, so I went on with my day.
Says no the whole time. Went on with my day. I would have said, oh, and sir, what did the rest of your day consist of? And you'd pay attention to when you watch him. Watch how he looks down when answering certain questions. And watch when he looks at the camera during certain questions.
It's the last time we saw her.
What were the conversations that y'all had in the car when you dropped her off?
Not much. She was asleep for most of the way. Told her have a good day at school when she got out, and I love her. She said thanks, love you too. That was it.
And so where do you think she could possibly be? I mean, this isn't, as I was told, this isn't normal behavior.
This is not normal behavior. She's not the type that would just run off. We don't know where she can be. We're scared. We just want her home.
Are you, in a sense, blaming yourself?
It's hard not to.
Why?
I dropped her off early. I could have waited longer. She looked okay. She was walking towards the school when I saw her. It was like any other day, so I went on with my day.
I could have waited longer.
It's hard not to blame myself.
What has the conversation been with Jen since?
Ooh, this is interesting.
She's been very...
This is interesting. Okay, so he's asking what the conversation with Jen has been. Watch this body language, y'all.
Been with Jen since?
She's been very... a lot stronger than me. She's been holding it together really well. And,
okay, he asked what your conversations with Jen are. He didn't ask if she's stronger than you. He didn't ask about that.
But it just keeps coming in waves. Just the reality keeps hitting. We don't know where she is. We don't know if she's safe. We're just scared. We just want her home.
Have you, like, literally put boots on the ground, went out?
Yeah, I even went out with the cops where I had dropped her off. And we looked all up and down the road, all along the communities, and there was nothing helpful. None of the cameras were pointing the street.
None of the cameras were pointing at the street. Let's listen to this now. Let's break this down. Did Stephan Sterns know that the cameras weren't pointing at the street? Did he know? Is that why he said he was on that street? So he went with the cops to show them. Now listen what he says about the cameras. Hard to believe in 2024 that the cameras don't work. And then he chuckles.
Nothing, which in 2024 was surprising.
Hear that shit? Did he plan this?
But it just keeps coming in waves. Just reality keeps hitting. We don't know where she is. We don't know if she's safe. We're just scared. We just want her home.
Have you, like, literally put boots on the ground, went out?
Yeah, I even went out with the cops where I had dropped her off. And we looked all up and down the road, all along the communities, and there was nothing helpful. None of the cameras were pointing the street. Nothing, which in 2024 was surprising.
He thought he was smarter than them. He totally thought he was smarter than them. Oh, I hate him. I'm going to slow this down just a tad.
Keeps coming in waves. Just reality keeps hitting. We don't know where she is. We don't know if she's safe. We're just scared. We just want her home.
Have you...
It's actually more telling. Slowed down. Do you guys want to keep it slowed down a little bit? Because we can really see his horrible acting.
Like, literally put boots on the ground, went out.
Yeah, I even went out with the cops where I had dropped her off. And we looked all up and down the road, all along the communities, and there was nothing helpful. None of the cameras were pointing the street. Nothing, which in 2024 was surprising. The church across the street had some cameras, and they mentioned seeing her waiting around in the parking lot for a while before moving on, and that was it. But it was grainy footage, and not much else.
Does it seem like she walked west, east?
They said in the direction of the school. I'm not sure what that is.
What was the language? Not language verbally, body language. When you dropped her off, did she seem happy? Was she like, I'm going to meet my friends?
Happy. She got a happy weekend. She just turned 13. She had her 13th birthday party. She was happy that we were all together here, and she's just very happy. She was a happy kid. She's very sweet. She's a very sweet girl. She brings a lot of joy to us. And
see, he's not lying about her being a sweet girl. We all know Maddie was a sweet girl. She was 12 going on 13, you motherfucker.
Not much else.
He says he agrees with she's a sweet girl. He knows. He knows the depth of the loss of this little girl to everyone around her, to the public, to everyone. He doesn't care. He doesn't feel it.
Does it seem like she walked west, east?
They said in the direction of the school. I'm not sure what that is.
What was the language? Not language verbally, language, body language. When you dropped her off, did she seem happy? Was she like, I'm going to meet my friends?
Happy. She had a happy weekend. She just turned 13. She had her 13th birthday party. She was happy that we were all together here, and she's just very happy. She was a happy kid. She's very sweet. She's a very sweet girl. She brings a lot of joy to us, and we just not knowing.
Oh, come on.
So the unknown is killing you.
Yeah, it's like our whole world is upside down. Not feeling her presence here is... Sorry.
Oh my God. Okay.
It's hard.
This part right here. Hold on. We got to see his whole face. This is terrible right here. Check this out. I'm going to creep y'all out and slow it down a little bit more, but watch. Wait, hold up. Damn it. Hold on. My screen's all jacked. Hold on. I jacked it up. Hold on. Sorry about that. I want y'all to see it, but maybe I made it too big. Okay, here we go. Is that big enough, guys?
No.
Watch when he wipes his face.
So the unknown is killing
you. Yeah, it's like our whole world is upside down.
Sir, when's the last time you brushed your teeth?
Not feeling her presence here.
Watch this. Oh.
Sorry.
Does he have injuries on his knuckles? He is sorry. He's a sorry ass mofo. Does he have injuries on his knuckles, guys? Do you see that?
Yes.
He doesn't know what else to say, so he uses the tissue.
Sorry.
Dang it, I missed it again. And again. Did y'all see his knuckles?
It's hard.
I'm gonna be fine. Don't.
Someone did zoom in and see them? Hold on.
The world is up. Her presence here is...
That stupid logo. Is that a mole or is that an injury? Let's see. We're going to screenshot it. Let's see. I was looking at his face, though, and I didn't see any scratches. What do y'all think? I don't know if that looks like a fresh wound. It doesn't to me. It looks almost like a scarred one.
Sorry. It's hard.
I'm gonna be fine. Don't need to apologize.
Did you see him chuckle? When the guy said, there's no need to apologize, he chuckles. Watch. No need to apologize. And he goes, like, oh, if you only knew, I've got a lot to apologize for. Watch.
No need to apologize.
Did you guys see it? Let me know if you saw that. No need to apologize. And he says, oh, if you only knew what I needed to apologize for. Watch that again.
I'm gonna be fine. Don't No need to apologize. What do you want our viewers to know when they see this?
She's a sweetheart. She's a very sweet, kind girl. Just please be nice to her. Bring her home if you find her. Tell her that we love her. Wherever she is, I hope she's okay.
I mean, if someone were to come in contact with her and you gave me her diagnoses, would it be easy to approach her without any, like, agitation or anything?
Yeah. She's a good kid. She's a good kid.
If you can sum up in one complete sentence.
See that? There's one thing that Stephan Sterns didn't lie about, and that's that Maddie was a good kid. She was a good kid. And he took her away. Monster. Thinks that he can date her mother and have his way with her daughter. And then sit on TV and think that we're all idiots. It makes me hate him even more.
She's a good kid.
If you can sum up in one complete sentence, waking up, getting ready to drop her off at school, dropping her off at school, to now speaking to me after talking to the police about...
Look at his eyebrows.
...her being missing for over 24 hours right now. In one complete sentence, what would that be?
A living nightmare. It's a living nightmare.
For yourself.
They started off like any other. And I just want to wake up. You just get hit with waves of the reality just setting in.
Okay, he said that twice now, that this shit's coming in waves. Okay? We knew last night it wasn't going to come to an end. What wasn't going to come to an end? The cops up your ass? What did you not know was going to come to an end? And his eyebrows? He's got the Danny Rolling look going on. Y'all know Danny Rolling? Oh, the woe is fucking feel sorry for me. I killed a bunch of sorority girls rolling. Yeah, he's got his eyebrows.
As soon as it got dark last night, we started falling apart. We knew it wasn't going to come to an end.
We knew it wasn't going to come to an end.
And now we're going on 24 hours and still nothing. Just conflicting reports here and there. People say they see this or that. None of it's conclusive and none of it's helpful.
I just can't with this guy.
We just want a baby girl back.
Tom, any questions?
No, I'm good.
Thank you.
See, they cut out the part where she comforts him at the end. Yes, the Florida Ripper, Danny Rolling. That was what his eyebrows reminded me of. I mean, this whole thing, we know he's lying.
A living nightmare.
A living nightmare. You caused Maddie to live a living nightmare. I don't think the mom has any other children. What does that even mean, says Alicia. We knew it wasn't going to come to an end. Yeah, I have the picture of her comforting him, but they actually cut it out of this video.
She's a good kid. She's a good kid.
What do you think of when he says she was a good kid? She was a good kid.
If you can sum up in one complete sentence.
Sum up in one complete sentence.
Waking up, getting ready to drop her off at school, dropping her off at school, to now speaking to me after talking to the police about her being missing for over 24 hours right now. In one complete sentence, what would that be?
A living nightmare.
Okay. This is so interesting. Let's break this question down. Okay, ready? So the question was, give me one complete sentence describing when you woke up this morning and saw her versus talking to the police and now sitting here with me right now. Why would all of that be a living nightmare? It shouldn't have been a living nightmare this morning when Madeline was alive and healthy and jumped in the car and was ready to go to school. That shouldn't be a living nightmare. But you notice that their memories of her are all back to the night before. He's asked what she said in the car in the morning. He said she was sleeping. Neither mom nor him can recall a conversation prior to or after Madeline going to bed. And her mother said that she saw her to bed. So what gives? When did mom get home? When did mom get home? So that was, I do firmly believe that law enforcement gives questions to reporters to get motherfuckers to talk, right? So they can implicate themselves. This is what guilty people do. They implicate themselves. We wouldn't be sitting here replaying mom's interview and his interview if it all added up. Someone earlier said, oh, people need to leave her alone like they need to leave Summer Wells' parents alone. No, we don't. Their kid's missing. They should still be screaming from the rooftops about their kid. And don't get me started on Candace Wells, because I saw her on someone's panel a couple weeks ago, smoking, joking around, reading chat. Not once did she mention her daughter, Summer Wells, that has been missing since 2021. So, no, we don't need to leave them alone. And no, we don't need to leave this alone, because if it felt right, we wouldn't all be sitting here agonizing over it and what happened to this little girl. So, I mean, I'm sorry if, the mom didn't know anything and she's just, coming to light that, oh my God, I lived with a monster. Well, it's a little too late. And I'm not going to pussyfoot around it because these kids are, she's dead. How can you give grace when there's a dead child? And you have someone who's clearly not telling the truth. We took her. My boyfriend took her. This was the last time we seen her. I mean, what's going on? She forgot her phone. She didn't have her phone the night before. None of it makes sense. So we're not being, overly critical of the mom. But I mean, if we don't start paying attention to these signs, because there's dumbass parents, I guess, that aren't. But we have to educate ourselves to do better by kids, no matter what position you're in life. If you have a child that trusts you and you suspect something, you need to know those signs. You need to know what to look for. You need to know those signs in these creepy men, because damn it, there's too many of these guys. And is it too far-fetched to think that maybe he sought out her mom for the baby? He didn't just wake up one day and want to hurt a little girl. He's been like this. And we can't let moms off the hook because they don't want to believe it. Too bad. You have to start believing it, because if you don't believe it, you won't stop it. Oh, I'm just going to put my Minnie Mouse ears on and everything's good. No, fuck that. You have to pay attention, man. Blaming her, saying negative things about her, talking about her faults. What mom does that? What mom does that? My kid's missing and I'm going to tell you about how horrible of a forgetter she is and how she's got all these traits that can't be proved, but I want to put seeds out there that she's dumb and can't find her way home? Who does that? Go listen to Gabby Petito's family talk about her. That's normal. This, even the mother, not normal. Jenny W., I agree. When do we say enough is a fucking enough, that it's not good enough to say, I didn't know? I didn't know. Well, guess what? You should know.
You don't hold account.
Because I'm going to share a personal story. No, I'm not. I take that back. I'm not. I'm not going to share that personal story because of the people involved. I don't think I should. But I've had a situation close to me where a young girl was violated. Not in this way. It could have gotten to that point, but that person stopped it. That person stopped it when they got the first inkling. That person didn't go to the man and say, can you explain these photos that you took of my daughter when she was doing this? Fully clothed. No, she didn't do that. She didn't go ask. She said, you're out. We expect the laws to be strike one, you're out. What about parents? What about parents? It's called accountability. And when you have a baby, you are accountable. This dude didn't have any biological, marital, no commitment connections to Madeline Soto. Yet he was allowed unlimited access to her. What's more important? Having that man to try to complete that nuclear family so it feels good because it's traditional? I know I've got a lot of single moms that watch me, and I have so much respect for you because I stayed in bad relationships because I didn't have the confidence to get out. And it wasn't abusive, but it just wasn't a good it wasn't a good environment. But you single moms, man, who have gotten out of abusive, horrific situations and raise your children by yourself and protect them and do everything that you have to do to protect them. You know who you are. You're not going to be sitting in this woman's shoes. You're not going to be sitting in this woman's shoes. And if he's going to do what was in the PCA, like you guys are talking about, if he's going to do that, what do you think he was doing prior to that? What do you think? Don't you think he hurt her before? And don't you think it's sad that she couldn't trust her mom? I didn't want to say that before now, but I'm going to say it now. I know all kids are different. But isn't it sad? We're assuming she didn't tell her mom. If she didn't tell her mom, I mean, if she did, shit, that's even worse. But she didn't trust her mom enough to tell her mom. She positioned this man above her daughter, and you can't do that. She positioned him above her. She had to have. That's the only reason that the girl wouldn't feel comfortable coming to her and saying, Mom, you know, the first time that he did something that felt weird. Because he was positioned in a place of trust, and he shouldn't have been. He's not her dad. But I saw pictures when Madeline was like 6 or 7 years old, and she's on his shoulders in the swimming pool at Disney World, hanging out at a Walt Disney World resort, on his shoulders in a bathing suit. Ladies, if you meet a man that even feels comfortable putting your daughter in a bathing suit on his shoulders and he barely knows y'all, run. Run. Because a stand-up man doesn't do things like that. They don't. If you don't barely know a little girl, you don't put her on your shoulders like that. You don't. Peanut, we don't know what she told her mother. We don't know that. But you just can't. Men, I know for a fact, because I know my husband, he'd be like, no, he would never put, no, you just, no. There's things, and those are little signs. Because most men would not do that because it's an uncomfortable thing. You're not in that same kind of realm as to be able to do that. You're not, it's like hugging, and it's too intimate. You have to pay attention to these little things. Instead of these mothers, like her, she was probably all excited. Oh, he loves my daughter. Yep. Callie, I think so. I think that's exactly what happened. My husband won't even drive my 12-year-old friends, girls. Yes. Yes, Stephanie. So, Stephanie, you're picking up what I'm laying down. Yes. And you know what? I don't know, Kimmy. I think that there's ways that we can pound in our kids' head, whether you're 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, that you can tell me anything, sweetheart, and I will never be mad at you. I pounded that in my kids' heads. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you think it's the most weirdest thing in the world. You can tell me, and you pound that in their heads. People do better jobs training their dogs. I swear to God. It's not hard to get your children to trust you. It's not. If creeps like this can do it, why aren't parents all doing it? Because it takes time. It takes a little effort. But we have to talk to our kids because these motherfuckers are out of control. They're on all their devices. Kids can't not have devices anymore. Just keep telling their kids that. Keep telling them. Don't make them feel silly. Don't make them feel ridiculous just because you don't want to know it. Because it's too hard for you to swallow. Or you want a man so bad that you want it to be good, but you're ignoring signs that it's not. Boo sheet, I'm so sorry that happened to you. Right, Cheryl T. There's just some things that you just shy away from. I mean, it's one thing if she's got, clothes on, but in a bathing suit, it's just, How about the guy that spiked all the little 12-year-old girls? What is with 12-year-olds? 11, 12. What is this? We've got Audrey, 11. I mean, what the hell? But this guy spiked smoothies for 12-year-olds, guys. She had a sleepover, and the dad spiked the smoothies with benzos, I believe. And then the one girl complained about the taste, so he made her a new one. And she was like, you know, sus of it, texted her mom because he came in and put his finger under their nose to see if they were asleep. He waved his hand in front of their freaking faces, and this little girl sat there and she pretended to be asleep. She texted her mom and said, "Come get us." And the mom did. Kudos to that mom. The mom did. The mom didn't say, "Oh my God, just go to sleep. It's fine." No, the mom came over. Yeah, my daughter, it is what it is. That happened to me too. When my daughter got to that age where she'd start talking to me about that. And I'm like, okay, I tried not to act weird, but. Did he say he would leave with Maddie at 13 and live in the woods with her? I don't know. I have a feeling she didn't say that. I have a feeling that that text came from her phone. I don't know why. I have no proof of that. Wow, Mia, that's crazy. My kids don't do sleepovers. So I have a story. So I was married to a contractor, and, you know, he had a lot of laborers that were a little on the shady side. Not a little, a lot on the shady side. And, you know, none of them had licenses. So they would come to our house after work and drink beer, naturally. And then they couldn't, you know, my husband didn't want to drive them home because they're drinking. So I never liked let them spend the night. So one night, he says, "Oh, so-and-so, I can't remember the guy's name, is going to sleep in the den." I had downstairs, upstairs. All three of my kids had 3 different rooms. And I was pissed. I threw a fit. But what was I going to do? He was an ass. The guy stayed in the den. I went upstairs and I went into each one of my boys' rooms. I locked their doors from the inside, shut the door, and I slept in my daughter's room. Because things happen. Happy hippie. I'm with you. But you have to be careful because not everybody around you is always going to make the right choices. You know, and at 3 a.m, what do you do? It's awful. I'm sorry that happened to you, Island. But we got to do better as moms. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's icky. No, Ginger Snap. Haven't seen it. Don't want to see it. I don't know who it is. I don't know anything about it. Audrey D. I don't think in this day and age I would do sleepovers either with kids. And now it's like people are probably scared to do them. Like, oh God, I don't want to have so-and-so's kids here because what if something happens? Yeah, it never happened again, Mystic. And it's an unfortunate situation. I should have kicked his ass out. But at the time, you know, it is what it is. And that's what I did. It's scary as fuck. There's way too many creeps out there. And we hear about it now with all these devices, man. They're not following your kids home from school anymore. It's not stranger danger. Don't talk to strangers. That's what I was taught. Don't talk to strangers. Huh. But beware of mom's boyfriend and Uncle Lou and all these other creepy men. Miss Ladybug, I'm sorry that happened. The kids in Oklahoma. Yeah, that one was nuts. I don't know if they were broken up or not. We have no idea because... Aw, Mimsy, love you, girl. Sometimes you guys should watch some of that Predator Hunter. I think it's called like PP Texas or something. Yeah. Oh my God. Angie says, my brother's name is Lou. Mom is a show dog poodle breeder. So my question is too, okay, here's another question. Back to Stephan Sterns. Stephan Sterns' dad lives in Northport, Florida. And, oh yes, I can. Kendi, sorry. I forgot it was up there. Lives in Northport, Florida. Now, we heard early on that Northport police were in on this investigation. And do you think she's wearing Steven's hoodie here? I mean, not that it would be weird because they're probably all out together, but the bridge pic. Thank you, Audrey D. I've seen you all in the chat today, getting them likes up. But what a difference between 12 and 13. Look at, there's Stephan creeping in the background. But back to his dad being in Northport. Why was Northport police involved, guys? They broke up last year and he moved out. They had recently gotten back together. How do you know? Catherine, what's really crazy is if this is this woman's only child, there's a disconnect for sure. The little girl never stood a chance. No, she didn't. I mean, she's been with this monster in her life since she was 7. Kami says, I expect the mom to be arrested. Pumpkin, we don't know. I don't think the autopsy, anything has come back. Let me do some checking. See if we've got any updates. I'm surprised we haven't gotten an update from when they switched it over to Kissimmee from Orange, or what'd they do? They switched it from Orange County to Osceola County, right? Was he arrested at his dad's? I don't know. Not that I know of. I don't know of him being in Northport. And hey, Potato. Right, guidance. I want to know more. I can't wait until more documents are actually released. Yeah, I agree with Kimmy. We don't know anything about that. And wait, I want to show you guys. There were some new pictures. Where did I see those? Did Shell send those? Oh, listen to this. 8 minutes ago, Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping on brink of war as tensions boil. Meanwhile, we just fished another fucking spy balloon out of the fucking water up by Alaska. Hold on. I've got some pictures here. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it was Shell. Wasn't it you, Shell? So for those people that are saying she looks pregnant, I think it's just the dress and the angle. But I've got some pictures. Here's one of, she's so cute. Here's little baby Madeline. I imagine her dad's probably distraught. I mean, We got to give that some time, guys, I think. Look at this baby. I'm just wondering where this picture came from. Is she wearing a top? I just noticed that, Shell. I saw it on my phone. Now that I put it on the computer, I'm a little disturbed. I didn't notice that before. What the fuck? I don't really like that. Pictures of her at the party. Where are those? It wasn't there. She was like putting the thing around. Well, damn, I don't know. I don't know what these people have been doing, so it scared me. She's adorable. All right, now I have to find those photos, but where did I see them? Did you guys see those where she's walking around, she's twirling around like the streamers at her party? Please tell me you did, because I saw them this morning and now I haven't seen them again. I don't know where they are. This is a great time to hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. Yeah, she's got the dimples like her mom. If anybody is bothering you, you can personally go to the three dots and block them if you don't like what they're saying. Evil Exists. That's where I got it from. Thank you. That's who it was. It was my fave. Evil Exists. You guys check out Evil Exists on YouTube. Okay, here we go.
Summer Walls case has been going on for more than 2 years.
Oh, God. We need to speed that up. All right, let me pull this up here. Poor girl. Makes me just sick. Okay, here.
Stephan Sterns, the only suspect in the killing of 13-year-old Madeline Soto, is currently in custody. He is one sick individual, and honestly I'm not convinced her mother didn't know exactly what was going on. I mean, his sick behavior started 2 years ago, in the family apartment. I find it very hard to believe that she had no clue, especially since
there's that photo.
The family apartment.
The mom doesn't look convinced. I feel like she's going through motions.
I find it very hard to believe that she had no clue, especially since it is rumored Madeline told her, and she wouldn't believe it. Anyway, I came across his Reddit account, and it's so bizarre. Could he be using this childlike hobbies to groom kids online? He seems very obsessed with Tamagotchi.
Yes, I called it Tamagotchi. Yes, this is what he's all about on Reddit.
That little device where you can take care of virtual pets, feed them, etc. I remember playing with that when I was about 12 years old. He is chatting it up on Reddit with a bunch of kids about these devices, sharing pictures too. Knowing what we know now, it's seriously disturbing. His username is Sustained, which correlates to his name on Instagram. He belongs to a number of topics on Reddit, such as Disney World, advice for teens, Tamagotchi, and some gaming threads too. In this post, he gives advice to a teen, and says that he got word that his stepdaughter was talking to an older girl online, and this girl was asking for nudes, so they had to check her phone.
I didn't see that one? What? Holy shit. I didn't see this. Y'all, here's Evil Exists. They put out some good videos. I love Evil Exists. Here's their link if you guys want to sub up to them. He says, 2 years ago, I don't have to defend my parenting methods at all. We only had to snoop once because my stepdaughter's cousin came to us and told us that she had been talking to an older girl online on Roblox and that the girl had been pressing my 10-year-old stepdaughter to send her nudes. That required an inspection of her devices by her mother and verifying whether or not it was true and whether anyone else had approached her or anything else dangerous might be happening. Then we had a conversation with her about the dangers of doing those things, the laws against it, and how not everyone online is who they say they are. So tell me, did we handle that wrong? Do you think she hates us for it? What is your expert opinion on that situation? Oh, right. I forgot. I don't give a flying fuck about your opinion on the matter because you have literally zero fucking experience and your opinion is worthless. Thanks for trying, though. It was probably him trying to get her nudes.
He also belonged to an extra small petite girls group in which he gave
Extra small petite girls group. Stay natural. 9 out of 10 men prefer natural. And the others are just lame dipshits whose opinion shouldn't matter to you anyway. You look perfect. Natural is the sexiest.
advice to the women about how the natural look is better. In this post, he is talking about some very intimate issues that he has.
I used to take Adderall every day, and an unfortunate side effect of that medication for me was dry orgasm. I'm going to barf. Something, oh my God, I can't, I don't think I can read it. Something down there, oh my God. Got all clenched up while I was on this stuff and pinched off the flow, causing retrograde ejaculation. And I can tell you for sure that it is the most frustrating and unsatisfying kind of, oh, there is when there's no accompanying feeling of release. I'm going to fucking throw up. Thank you, Island Thrifty. Thank you. I love you too, girl. Island, thank you so much. Y'all, I don't even know if I can get through this. What in the actual arc? Okay. Even worse, it happens often enough. It can train your body to just keep doing whether you want it to or not. I had to retrain myself to be able to release normally again. It sucks. There is no scientifically proven health benefit to fully denying yourself to ejaculate. There are benefits to edging and stamina training, certainly. Edging, but not releasing at all. Not any benefits. There are potential purported or anecdotal. He answers a question. Men, how good is your ability to have multiple O's while keeping yourself from E? Like non-existent? I don't know how you intentionally have an O without ejaculating other than clenching hard or pinching it. Oh, I can't even. Fucking gross. Let your swimmers fly free and train yourself to get... I can't.
Has been having.
I can't do it.
I've been scrolling through hundreds, if not thousands of his posts, which the latest one being just 19 days ago. The one comment of his stuck out to me where he claims it's perfectly normal to have intrusive thoughts, or even downright disturbing inappropriate thoughts. Some very disturbing things that I'm sure will be used as evidence. In this one, he says think of death as a reward, the end of your journey and troubles, the final nap to beat.
We're all in this together. Make the best of it while you can. And don't worry about something that is inevitable and entirely beyond your control. The good news is when you die, your problems and worries will no longer exist, and you will probably not know that you are dead. And there likely won't be any dark void or sense of self to be aware of anything. You just won't be anymore. And you'll be too dead to know or care about it. No one knows with absolute certainty what happens after, except those that have gone before. But they aren't coming back to tell us about it. It helps to remember that you are not alone in this. And it's something that everyone must eventually come to terms with. Like, life can feel like a joke sometimes, and death is the punchline. Our lives are short and difficult, and the world can be cruel. And we will spend our whole lives just trying to survive. And our reward at the end will still be death. Just run your race, be good to the people you care for, and make hay while the sun shines. Think of your death as a reward. At the end of your journey and your troubles. As the end of your journey and your troubles. Like the final nap to beat all naps. The best sleep you'll ever have. She was sleeping. Think of your death as a reward, as the end of your journey and your troubles, like the final nap to beat all naps, the best sleep you'll ever have, like going home. Don't rush to meet it, but understand that we all have our day. And don't be afraid when your day comes. Just live your life and try to enjoy all the little things that make you happy.
Eat all naps.
You don't hold account.
That wasn't even the video I wanted to see, but that's a good one.
Summer Walls Case.
All right, hold on. Where is
You don't hold account.
the one I watched? This one?
Stephan Sterns, the only suspect in the killing of 13-year-old Madeline Soto, is currently in custody.
Not it. Here it is. I found it.
New photos of Madeline Soto have been emerging online. Madeline was allegedly killed by her mother's boyfriend, Stephan Sterns, who is currently behind bars, and I hope he never sees the light of day again. Someone like that, just judging from the arrest warrant, should never walk the streets and be around children ever again. On Sunday evening, Madeline celebrated her birthday with her mother's family. Her actual birthday was on the 22nd February. She turned 13 years old. We saw this photo, which has been floating around since the beginning of the case, but more pictures have now emerged, where Madeline looks happy and carefree. A lady posted these on Facebook, claiming that her daughter took these photos just...
Okay, so this was taken by a friend of Maddie's. And this is the party for all you people that think she's pregnant or whatever. She doesn't look pregnant. And maybe it was the lighting in that photo. I mean, she does have dark circles, but she definitely doesn't look as pale and sick as her coloring does in that other picture that we saw, right? So I'm not sure whose house they were at for this party, but let's take a look at these. Make them a little bit bigger. And then you can see one of her girlfriends in the background.
Claiming that her daughter took these photos just hours before Madeline's life was taken. This lady picked her daughter up from the party and saw Madeline, who looked happy.
So the mother picked her daughter up. And she said that Madeline seemed happy at the party.
He said happy birthday to her and wanted to tell her to be careful because she was running in high heels.
So this is Maddie. I think this is probably a much better depiction. Let's screenshot this because to me, she looks different in this one than she did in the one in the kitchen. Okay, let's keep watching.
It's hard looking at these photos, knowing what was going on at that apartment. Hours after these photos were taken, Madeline would be no longer with us. She went home, and apparently went to bed according to her mother. She didn't use her phone or laptop that night. She went to sleep. Somewhere between the time she went to sleep and the next morning, something sinister happened, and Stephan Sterns took her life. By 8 that morning, he was throwing away her laptop and backpack. Just so disturbing. These are some of the last images of Madeline alive.
Thank you to Evil Exists for grabbing these. She's so cute. And it looks like she was just having Just a fun time. I mean, her dress, look how cute her dress is. Her little high heels. Hi, Brianna. Thank you for being here. Hope you stick around. I know, she's so cute. Her dress is adorable. I mean, "13 years old." I know, but I hope that people just stop saying that because it's already bad enough what we heard happened to her. I just think we need to chill on the speculating about that. It's too much. You know? Rebby says, I don't understand why he threw away her laptop and backpack. Well, A, because she was supposed to be dropped off for school, right? So what's she going to take to school? She's going to take her laptop and her backpack. So if she's gone and he's dumped her somewhere, then he's got to get rid of her laptop and her backpack. She looks so much older than 13. Yeah, the affidavit, we put it in Discord, and Pulley, I can't read it. It's not fit for YouTube. It's that bad. I read the charges he's accused of, though. I can read that because it's the actual law. YouTube's funny about that stuff. If it's the actual law and it's educational, you can do it. You can talk about it. But you can't sit here and you know, talk about a young... No, you can't talk about that kind of stuff. What he did was horrific. Yeah, school issued laptop. And there's cameras all around their complex. Right. Everything was supposed to be missing with her, right, Pumpkin? Mom, let it be known that she didn't get on her phone and laptop, knowing those are the two things that were left behind. That's another really good point. That's another really good point. Because her mom made mention, too, that she didn't have it the night before. So that's what kind of struck me as odd. So her mom says she didn't have her laptop or her phone after she got back from the party. And then her mom says that she forgot her phone. And we know that the laptop ended up in the dumpster. So when did all of this happen? Do you think when she came home from the party? Yes, truth and justice. We went over that earlier, that actually Florida passed a law not too long ago that if you hurt a child under 12 and under, it's automatic death penalty. Becky Boo and says he came to the apartment to pick her up. I'm assuming he lived in another place. I don't know how else to take that. But I want to play a couple of the videos that I put out so we can discuss them. This will save me, again, from making 10 more videos. So let's go through a few of these videos and talk about the content. Here is the one about his dark past. Was Stephan Sterns grooming online? Or was he really collecting pocket Pokemons? Okay, don't make fun of me, guys, because I don't know how to say Tamagotchi. I say Tamagotchi, and that's how I say it, because I'm 50 years old. He posts a lot about these Pokemon, Pikachu, pocket pet thingies. So we're just going to scroll through a few of his posts. And I can't figure out for the life of me if this guy is grooming, by doing this or if he's honestly interested in these items. So these are pictures he has posted. And then here is one of his posts. So I'm going to scroll through these. So he's talking about how he buys things for his stepdaughter in here. Like this one, AYW. Like this one here. Got the green and the X for myself and the purple for my stepdaughter. And then this one says, the neck strap and 6 unique vinyl figures are to add to my stepdaughter's anniversary party set for Christmas. Like, is he trying to make himself seem like a really cool stepdad? And that's why he's posting on petite, small, petite, and teen advice. I have an angel Gucci that my stepdaughter wants as well. I'll probably end up gifting it to her since it was pink that was mistakenly delivered to me instead of the white version. It's just so freaking weird. And then someone was asking, because I said in my last video, I'm like, you guys know what they do on Instagram. If you watch any of these predator hunters, they have, so on Instagram, which is also owned by Meta, Facebook, they have these creeper groups. And these creeper groups, they have to exchange essay material, child essay material in these groups in order to be in them and to stay in them. And his Instagram was private. He's got 168 people he's following, 61 follow him, and he's posted 73 posts, but we can't see them. And then he's giving all kinds of disgusting advice. This right here. This is where he says he was an attractions CM. I don't know what CM stands for at Disney. Attractions CM customer. I don't know what CM means, but watch this part. That was also in Advice for Teens. In a previous live stream, we looked at Stephan Sterns' juvenile record. I'm going to replay that clip, but before I do, this is another post from Reddit. And this is just him replying to someone about having reactions Anxiety to rides on rides at Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Stephan had to say. I have an absolute boatload of PTSD. The results of a rather interesting life in my early days. And tightly enclosed attraction queues that are packed with people and noise tend to leave me extremely on edge and ready to snap after even 20 to 30 minutes. I'll literally leave the queue and not ride the ride at that point. And for that reason, I also have a DAS that I use when I visit parks on the day off. I have dated women as well who have mood disorders and other invisible disabilities, and understand all too well the struggle that often comes with these. Now here's that clip about his juvenile record and him being deemed a ward of the court at age 12, 2 days before Christmas. So you see here, this is Sarasota County, and it says 1998 GA 003343 NC, and then it says closed Stephan M. Sterns, and it was filed on 12/23 of 98. I think he was 12 or 13. So isn't that weird that she turned that Madeline turned 12 or 12 turning 13. But you can't read any of these documents because they're all protected because he was a minor. But if you look at the very first filing, petition for appointment of guardian of minor. He was born in 86. Thank you. So if he was born in 86, that would make him, this was what year again? 98, 12. Same age. And then this was closed on February 19th of 99. So it says petition for appointment of attorney ad litem. Whatever, if I said that wrong. Petition for approval of settlement, application to serve as guardian, oath of guardian, order appointing attorney ad litem. Then the attorney did a report, order appointing guardian of property of minor. Petition for order designating depository, reopen guardianship. A month later, they're reopening it. And then it says order designating depository, acceptance of designation as depository and receipt of assets. Then there's a transmittal letter, reopen guardianship again, letters of guardianship, petition for order designating depository. I don't even know what this means. And then it gets reopened again. Oh, did his parents die? Because there's financial stuff. Petition for authority to change investments in 02. Annual financial money in 01, 02. But why did he get money? Why was this an issue of money when he was 12 years old? This is Creepazoid. Star Wars Day was awesome. This was the scene at the Falcon at East around 8:55 p.m. And it looks like a cool picture with a bunch of lightsabers. But when you zoom in on it, you see Maddie and her mom. Wait for his Reddit post about lightsabers. And here is another follow-up post to the lightsaber, and it says, it's in the lightsaber forum. My lightsaber got stuck 3 months ago. He says, that's what she said. Creep. Okay, so guidance, thank you so much. We are going to go into Sarasota County Court records because I'm hearing that there is more information under his mother's name about the guardianship stuff. 12V5. Let's see if we can make some ends of this. And then we also, I don't know if I want to say that yet. Okay. We might be getting a friend of Stephen on, so, or Stefan, whatever. Was it Stephan? Stephan. All right, so Deborah, let's look up Deborah Sterns. This is Stephan's mom. Oh, it looks like am I in the wrong spot? Because this is like, she drove with expired registration. Oh, we looked at this. She said it's under liens, but I don't see that. Do I have to go in Steven's thing? Thank you, Audra D. Court type. Case type. Deborah Sterns. I don't know where to find liens. What if I just check them all? Search. All I see is the expired thing. Well, maybe we can look at it another time. I can pull it up and find it. Yeah. What pic? I'm confused. Leo Tech says, I'd like to hear from Bio Dad. I know Bio Dad lives in Texas. Tamaguchi. I did. I searched them all. She only had that one come up. I wonder if I can just do Sterns. Do I have to put a first name? Guidance. Okay, here we go. Sterns, John Robert. Let's see. Evan Sterns. Evan Sterns got minor in possession of pot. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. You had a Tamagotchi in the 90s? Carlos. That was really sweet of you. How sad. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, Guidance. Can you hear me? Hello? Oh. Hello? That's the homepage, though. It won't let me. Oh, the very first Google search? Okay, hold on. Under records? Got it. Got it. Deeds, mortgage, liens, and judgments. Yes. Okay, thank you. Everybody thank Guidance. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, bye. Guidance coming through. All right. So it's Sterns, Deborah. Let's see what we've got here. You guys are awesome. Okay, DLP Homes. Oh, Lord. Internal Revenue Service had a lien. Geico, IRS, federal tax lien. Declaration of domicile? What does that mean? What does that mean? This is my declaration of domicile in the state of Florida. This is from 1991. What year was he born? Federal tax lien. We're going to look at all these. I know we love Guidance. Okay, here's their federal tax lien. It's under dismissal. All right, we'll get there. I want to look at all these because I'm nosy. Christopher W. and Deborah C. Sterns. $4,000. Ooh. Dismissal. 1999. Stephan M. Sterns, a minor, by and through his natural mother and best friend. Deborah Sterns versus Timothy C. Sumner. How does that name sound familiar? Sumner. Jason Earl Cobb and Geico Insurance. What happened with Geico? Order of dismissal with prejudice. This cause coming on to be heard upon the foregoing stipulation to dismissal with prejudice, and the court having reviewed said stipulation, it is ordered and adjudged that these cases and all causes of action filed by all parties are hereby dismissed with prejudice to any filing of claim, cause of action, or claim by any party arising from any injury or damage resulting from the September 26, 1994 accident. Did this dude get like head injury or some shit? September, here, you guys, remember this. September 26th of 1994. How old would he have been in 94? And then just 2 days before Christmas, he became a ward of the court. Let's stop. Okay, Astro, you said it once. You said it twice. You said it 3 times. You said it 4 times. We're not saying that anymore. Stop. Steven's dad is a realtor. You can clearly see that online. I don't know why he's saying that. Okay, the next one is a dismissal as well. Same case. His mother and best friend. It says dismissed with prejudice as to defendant Geico General Insurance Company. He was 8 in 1994. He was born in 86. Jason Earl Cobb must have been the driver. Who's that? You're just a baby, Guidance. Jason Earl Cobb? Who is he? Oh, that's not him. Jason Earl Cobb. Criminal lawsuit. $2016, though. What did he do? Wonder what he did. Then we have the release of lien. They paid their $4,000 tax bill. And then we have a mortgage. Equity Prime Mortgage, blah, blah, blah. Christopher Walker Stearns and Deborah Ann. $339,000 on July 29th, 2022. So they just bought their home in 2022 in Northport. And why was Northport and police involved? I'm sorry about the dog, Cindy. Is she talking to her? See, look at this. Their post office address in 2022 is St. Augustine. Oh, that's DLP Home. Sorry. 2341 Snug. Interesting stuff. I want to know more about Jason Earl Cobb. Am I a stalker if I look him up? Because he was involved in this accident with Creepo. Stephan. Is it Stephan? I can't remember. Stephan? No, I think his condo was actually in Orlando, Kissimmee. So what's this guy's name again? Jason Earl Cobb. Okay, I saw you guys say he stabbed someone. I don't know anything about that. No, it's Stephan. Stephan. Oh, fuck. Domestic violence. He's a real wiener. Domestic violence, battery. I don't see anything back from that time, though. So he hit his girlfriend. Hello, Tracy V. Thank you, Miss Ladybug. Yeah, I mean, his name is public info. I just don't know, was there an accident? If you say he stabbed someone again, you lose the testicle.
If you say Ferris Bueller, you lose a testicle.
Well, I'm pretty sure that this person that did the interview didn't even give their name, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we need sources, people. Okay, so we're going to do a search and see if there's any updates before we watch our Lori Vallow body cam that came out today. We have nothing yet, guys. They're investigating. They're investigating. There is nothing new. What's new and what's next in the investigation? It says they don't know. There's nothing. Because they're still holding him on the unrelated charges. Cast member. Thank you so much, Mike. Disney cast member. Oh. You got receipts. Guidance has some receipts. Wow. Thank you so much, Guidance. We're going to be getting Stephan's friend on. We're going to be setting that up. Maybe we can get that going in the next day or two. He is at work right now, but we are going to set that up. Thank you so much, Guidance. Oh, shoot. Sorry for yawning. I think that is it. I think that is all of... Oh, wait, we got it. Crumbly. Jury selection will not be streamed in Crumbly. Just got confirmation via email. So we're going to be watching for when the jury is going to be selected. Hopefully it won't take more than a couple days. I'm hoping by Wednesday or Thursday, we'll have opening arguments in James Crumbly's case. I didn't watch any interviews. I'm going to interview this guy myself. I'm not watching anybody else's. I've got my own questions. I'm going to be in my own zone. I'm going to be in my own channel. And I thank you so much, Guidance, for hooking me up. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. So that's it, guys. That is, I think we've covered everything that I wanted to go over today. If you guys have anything you want to sound off about, we are talking about this in Discord. We are talking about this in our Facebook group. Yeah, we'll get them on and we'll get your questions ready. Submit your questions in the comments below. And I'll take a look at them and I will ask whatever you guys want. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, but you only hear about, like, the interview's only as good as the interviewer. And I'm going to leave you on that note. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope to see all of you again. We are going to do our regular credits and dance it out. If you're new here, we kind of make a big deal about saying goodbye. But we can't say goodbye yet because we're going to watch Lori Vallow. You guys aren't going anywhere. Where do you think you're going? We're going to watch Lori Vallow. Strutter's stuff. I forgot. With Stephan Sterns. Fuck Stephan Sterns. Here we go. Let's watch this bitch. Watch her getting checked in Arizona, y'all. She's got laptop. She's got hard drives. She's got all kinds of stuff that she's bringing from prison in Idaho to the jail in Arizona. And this just came out today on Law and Crime. We're just going to watch the very beginning where she's checking in all her things. Miss Lori. We saw her being marched in at one point, but this is the body cam where they're checking in her belongings.
Lori?
She actually unlocked
So,
this case.
remember, I kind of went over this with you. This is regarding your electronic items for your court documents. If you don't mind, we're going to be placing this into property as safekeeping, so you can release it to whoever you want to, legal, whatever. If you don't mind opening that, just so we can document what's inside.
Okay. I just need my glasses.
Absolutely.
Look at her unlocking it for him.
Nothing in the lid other than the foam. We have, looks like headphones, charging cable for the laptop. We have 2 hard drives with a connecting cable. Another connecting cable for, looks like, for the hard drives, is that correct? 2 flash drives.
She's like,
HP laptop. What is this here?
That can be thrown away. I think it's just the
I'll
paper that was
I'll just-
on the box on the outside and it fell off.
I'll just leave it in. It's no big deal. Okay. Okay. And then you have some documents in here. These are notebooks. So you have another loose piece of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing else in there, correct? Okay.
He opened the she unlocked the portal.
Yeah, right? Alright. I'll go ahead and have you reseal that for me.
She giggles.
Okay. This here is going to be your document. You can have your signature there. This is going to have the date, today's date, 11:30, because it's now after midnight. That's going to be the report number, your name, your booking number, incident number, and then who I am. Okay? I'll just go ahead and have you sign right there for me. So whoever this gets released to, they'll have to reference your name in this here. All right. So yellow says inmate copy. Okay. And then this here is all the legal paperwork that you had. All right. And then
She loves all these men. Look at all of them.
for
Watch.
tonight.
Look at all
The
of them.
broken glasses, they want me to put those in the property, so those are going to go in there. Okay.
I need those. They're different.
I'd say,
They just bring that way here.
yeah. Okay. Any questions? All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay.
The queen has arrived. She loved all those men around her. Let's watch her walk into court too, like the biatch she is. Thank you so much, Miss Robin. So much. Oh, good morning, Miss Prosecutor.
All right, we're going to go on the record. State of Arizona versus Lori Vallow, CR 2021-001704, CR 2022-001242.
That is what I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, it's rain and men. Oh my God, you guys crack me up. Thank you so much, Robin. Thank you, Jenny Brown, for becoming a member. If I missed anybody, you will be in the credits that we're about to roll right now. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you're new to my channel, please sub up. We are live Monday and Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every week and in between. And there's video drops in between as well. But you can count on Monday and Friday live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for listening. And here we go.
Where do you think you're going? Nobody's leaving. Nobody's walking out on this fun old-fashioned family Christmas. No, we're all in this together.
Be sure to check out my other videos and playlists for more true crime content. And if that's not enough, you can join our Patreon. Don't have a tinfoil hat? It's okay. We'll make you one. It's that easy. See you guys in the next video.
See you later. Bye.
I don't give a damn. I don't really care about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. You talk way too much. I have heard enough about you and your problems. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. friends, but don't wanna face the fact that I ain't got time, I ain't got time, I ain't got time for that. Staying up late, sleeping all day, dreaming about Cadillacs. Buying new shoes, hanging by the pool, sipping on Coke and Jack. Calling my phone when you feel
one Jennifer or two Jennifers?
Thanks so much, Jennifer.
Everybody does.
Everybody does that. It's okay.
You want a cough drop?